Welcome back to this lectures of Linux. We have already seen up till now certain basic commands of Linux, and today we'll be focusing on some of the more commands of Linux. So to begin with, let us see some more commands, and we'll be using those commands and learning those commands today. So to begin with, let us see a command known as who, which is written as who command. So when I execute this command who, it tells us who is the user. So it tells me that yes, Mayank is a user, the ID is 0. 0 ID is given basically to the root user, and the date and time. So it is 22nd September and 3 o'clock. So it gives the command who. It will displays the number of users in the system at separate lines. It is a standalone system, a virtual machine, so there is only one user, so it comes into a one line. Now Linux has got a very powerful tool which is known as a pipe. The symbol of pipe is this vertical line, you can say. What this pipe does is that it takes an input from the previous command and gives it as an output to the command which is written on the left hand side of the pipe. For example, there is a command which is known as word count, WC. This WC counts the number of words, counts the number of lines, counts the numbers of characters of whatever input to which it is applied to. For example, if I write who and the output of who is given as an input to WC. So if I wish to know this, that if I wish to give the output of who as an input to WC, so I will use this pipe command in between, and the output of who will go to the input of WC. It will become the input of word count. So the output we said is becomes 1544. What does it becomes? 1544. What does it means 1544? It means that it is a one line, 5 words, Mayank 0 to 2021, like this, 5 words and 44 characters. Now WC has an option also which is known as WC minus L, which counts the number of lines. So if I do like this, WC minus L, so what will it say? Sorry, we have typed wrongly, so yes, space was required. Now it gives WC minus L gives 1. So it says, now if I wish to know that how many users are there, so to know how many users are there, I can use this command in such a way, who pipe WC minus L. So this is the one of the function of pipe command. We have to remember that pipe is used to take as an input for the output given by the command which is written on the left hand side of the pipe. Similarly, there is another redirection operator which is a greater than symbol. The difference between a pipe and a redirection operator which is a greater than symbol is that pipe is used to give an input to a command, whereas a redirection symbol is used as an operator to give the input to a file, For example, if I create a file, say users, and I write WC minus L. So number of users is 1, and I create a file users. So what will happen? This a file users will be created, and the output of WC minus L, which is 1, will be given to users. And if I cat this file, means if I wish to see this file, it will display 1. So this is a basic difference between a pipe and a redirection operator, and this is how we can use the who command and a word count command. So this word count command, which counts the number of words and the number of lines, and it can be used for a specific file also. For example, if I write down, let's see what is there in ls. If we revise previous command, so there was a file which was f1. Let's see what is there in f1. So it says that these are the things which are there in f1. So if I write WC f1, so it will give you that yes, in word count, that there are 2 lines and there are 7 words. I am fine 3, welcome to Linux 2021. 7 words with 32 characters, and the name of the file is f1. So this is how we can use the wc command to know what are the different things which are there in the file. Let's clear this thing and see more commands. So up till now what we have seen, if we revise from the previous video, man command, l command, ls command, cd command, make directory command, change directory command, and today we have seen who command and wc commands, along with the use of piping and this redirection operator. Pipe and redirection operators are widely used, and they definitely makes Linux more powerful, and we can use it in a different way. So let's study 2-3 more commands in today's session. So let's see a command change directory. So before we see change directory, let us list what are the different directories we are having. Yes, test2, test4, test5. Now suppose I wish to go to file test directory test2. So how will I write change directory test2? That will take me to the directory test2. Now if I want to create a file over here in this directory, there are 2 ways in which I can create a file. One is by using a cat command, and second is by using a touch command. So we are seeing another command today, that is a touch command. The difference between a cat command and a touch command is, cat command is used to create a file with a content, whereas a touch command is used to create a file without a content. It is used to create an empty file. So if I ls this test2, it has already got 2 files, f1 and f2. So let us create another file by the name of f3. So touch f3. So when I do touch f3, what will happen? It will create a file by the name of f3 in test2. So let us ls over here. It will show you ls f1, f2, f3 within test2. So we can change to a directory by writing cd test2. To move to other directory, we can write cd, or if I write cd double dot, it will take you to one path back. It will take you to one path back. So I come back to my path. So if I write the present working directory over here, it will show you home man. So just by writing cd also, we can reach to this path, or when I was in test2, to come back to the previous path, I can write cd double dot. Now if from this I wish to go to test3, so I will write cd test3 does not exist, says. So let us see, yes, test4 is there, so I write cd test4. I go to test4. Let us clear this thing. So I go to test4. We can reach to test4. Now in this test4, we make another directory. Let us make it test5. So within this test4, we have made another directory, that is test5, and when we list, it is visible. So I can change directory and I root, and I move back to path. Now suppose I directly want to go back to test5. So how can I go directly to test5 instead of going to test4 first and then going to test5? So how can we go directly to test5? How can we go directly to test5? So there are ample number of ways. Suppose I write to / and then test5. See what happens over here, and it says that there is no such file directory, because I am trying to go it from the backward and then I am going to go the forward. So this does not exist. So what I have to do is that I have to go to test5. So if I write cd test4 and then / and then test5, so will it allow to go? So it allows us to go. So what I do was, I write down the path that first you have to go to test4 and then forward / and then test5. If I ls over here, it says that nothing is present in this test5. So let us create a file in it. So what we are doing now is that we are just playing with some commands, that is cd and touch, and we are creating the files, and we are also seeing this ls command. Yes, a file has been created. Now to return back to the home directory, I can simply write cd, and instead of going to test4, it will directly go to the home directory. So let's try this thing, that if I write cd, what happens? See, when I write cd, it directly goes to this. So there are other ways also to go direct to this, which are little longer ways. So So let's try those longer ways also. We've gone directly to this. Suppose I do back cd double dot, what will happen? It will go one step back. See, it goes one step back, it goes to test4, and over here I write to cd, we go back to the user directory. So what I means to say is that in Linux, at any point you want to return to your present working directory, you want to use to the current user directory, you just simply write down cd. Present working directory is all the directories, so that is the wrong term I have used. If you want to go to your root directory, you can say if you want to go to the user directory, you just write cd. Otherwise you have to give a path. For example, I have given cd double dot 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, you can count. Suppose there is, we can write this thing in a single step also. We go to test5, and then I say that if I write like this, so what will happen? See, what I am doing is that I say move one step backward, again move one step backward. So there were two directories, so we have moved two step backwards. So cd double dot, then a slash, and then double dot, it moves you to two step backwards, because we were two step forward from the home directory, so we have returned back to the two step backwards. So this was the home directory, home my, and we have returned to the two step backward. So this is how we play with the change directory command, which is one of the very powerful command, and we should know how to use it. So to summarize, we have seen who, we have seen word count, we have seen change directory, we have seen pipe, sorry, this was a symbol of pipe, and we have seen the redirection operator. This pipe and the redirection operator both are known as redirection operators. The difference is one takes as an output of the command as an input of the other command, and second is used to take the input to the file. So this is how different commands of Linux are used. In the next lecture we will be seeing some more commands of Linux. Thank you.